Okay, real quick. Fuck that, okay? I just saw this video about young women, whatever y'all call yourselves, millennials. I don't do those categories. Young women of today with children. You, that grandmother who told her two daughters that had those newborns, grandmothers are not the daycare or the in-home child care. She's absolutely correct. Let me tell y'all, we raised our children. You have children, you have to raise your own children. Grandparents, just like that lady said, it is true. We're supposed to say, I want to come pick up my grandchildren, or I have some vacation plan, or I have some activities planned, or you call us and you make arrangements for us to be with the kids or whatever. Bottom line is they supposed to come visit, not live with us, not stay with us, not us become the primary caregiver or the mama when you the mama, right? This is why when older women are on YouTube trying to tell you young women how to set your life up so that you can have the money you need when you need it, have the education you're supposed to have to give you the life where you don't need to depend on no man, and you don't gotta ask mama, can you take care of my kids? Can you help me out? You know, child care is real expensive. When you prepare the right way, instead of listening to all this stupid stuff that is on YouTube talking about trapping a man, using a man and all that, and you sit down and you dig your heels deep into making yourself fully capable of taking care of everything you want in life and anybody you have in life, you don't have to worry about how much daycare costs. You don't have to worry about, oh, my mom's not trying to help me with my kids today because shit is just so expensive and I can't afford it. This is on you, y'all. And if you think that that stuff didn't happen to us, you're crazy. But see, we were built differently than y'all. We didn't have YouTube with all these ignorant women on here telling us make-believe, fantastical. We didn't have people on here selling us fantasies and dreams. We had the hard-hitting reality of the fact that if you left your mama's house, because back when I was a girl, my mama wasn't letting me bring no children in her house, okay? And neither was my grandmother. So if I was big and grown enough to fucking have kids, I better have been big and grown enough to have a place to raise them, food to take care of them, money and everything to provide whatever they needed, because my mother and grandmother was not doing that shit for me, because they told me straight off the back from a teenager, don't be out here messing with these boys, fuck up your life, and then you're in no position to take care of you and the child you get pregnant with, because you will not get support from me, because I am not raising you to be like that. I'm raising you to be self-sufficient, so that when you get of age to be thinking about having children and being in a relationship with a man, marriage, whatever it may be, you are well prepared and you are able to handle yourself appropriately. Just because the majority of y'all can't handle yourselves appropriately does not mean your mama and your grandma or your aunts and cousins and older sisters and everybody else supposed to help you. No, you have to learn to be a grown black woman. And as much as y'all like to listen to certain YouTubers that come on here talking that sugar baby bullshit and sex workers and all that, none of that shit is stable, secure employment. So this is why when we're telling you as older women, I know I've said it on my platform 1,000 times, if you currently cannot sit your ass down in front of your computer at home and get a real degree, or sit in the classroom of a brick and mortar school, then you need to be sitting down on your phone, tablet, or computer and getting all types of certificates so that you can increase your take-home pay, so that you don't have to worry about how much daycare costs. Check this out. If you make enough money, fuck daycare. You could call up a domestic agency and order motherfuckers to come into your house, clean your shit, cook your food, take care of your kids, and do whatever else you need them to do, as long as you putting out that money for those people to be in your home if you can't be there. That's what I did. Shit, my oldest child is almost 40 years old. Almost, okay? And when they were little, all of them, because I had 7 in total, right? I paid for a fucking nanny. I paid for somebody to transport them to and from school to make sure they got to school safe, got home safe. And I paid for a housekeeper to make sure that somebody was home to cook and to clean and to be there when the nanny had to leave, because she had a life too, okay? And that's the thing y'all not thinking about, because you so busy caught up in all this ghetto fabulous bullshit, society, media, and these women on YouTube who really don't got their lives together, trying to tell you what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to have it. No, you got to stop that. And you got to really go back to the grassroots understanding of things, where everything is on you. There's nobody in this world responsible for you but you. So when you need a babysitter, you need to earn a living, you better get that elbow grease going, and you better get into the areas that you know you have to get into to accomplish whatever it is you want. If those areas may be college, certificate completions, internships, externships, working hard, doing 2 and 3 fucking jobs, then you need to Johnny get on that shit. Because no one is responsible for you. No one. You are responsible for yourself. And all that trying to rest in your femininity gonna have your ass destitute and out on a damn street curb somewhere. Because there are no men out here in the black community, white, black, or otherwise, that's out here rolling around, scooping up black women and give them this Cinderella life. So y'all really need to hear what this lady is saying. Y'all can look around and find it. This video is on Destiny Utah's channel. She's an African woman, and the name of that video is Grandma Coming Hard for the Millennials with Children, Must Watch. And it was a must watch, because she explained, the grandmother in this video explained in details that you guys really need to get your parental shit together, okay? When you have children, if that father is working with you, then you need to learn how to do that 50-50 custody, and you need to work those time frames out of child sharing. Yeah, you heard me. Child sharing with a responsible father. And if he's not a responsible father, there ain't no shame in getting a responsible relative on his side, if there are any. If there are not, well then, girl, you just got to come out of your pocket and pay for another responsible adult to occupy the time that you can't, because you at work making that money, or you wherever you are making that money to pay for your children to be provided for. Stephanie had to do the same thing. I had to work midnights, so therefore I had to work to have somebody stay in my home overnight to take care of those kids, because I couldn't be there. And it's easier now today for y'all, because you got cameras everywhere that you could put in your house and watch everything that's going on in your house on your damn mobile phone. So they're really, black women today, you young women, y'all really need to screw your heads on right. You need to realize that your 20s and early 30s are the years when you are supposed to lay out the blueprint for your life, so that by the time you in your 50s and 60s, you got money to fucking burn. Not money that you're hoping to have, because whatever type of life you have right now is comfortable, but it has no real security. So y'all better start working on that. And clearly, you know, there are tons of programs out here to help you get on that path. But if you're more interested in listening to shit like Shira 7, Cynthia G, Bourbon Bougie, and all the rest of this silly shit, you don't have your head on the internet to be finding out about universal income programs, work programs, certificate programs, employment programs, all types of stuff. You know, Cherie has spoke about a while ago, Sisters in Sales, right? She went to that I forget what it was, some seminar they had in Queens like a year or two ago, no, last year. Those people, because I subscribe to them on Instagram, they just had an internship for the summer where they hired like 30 young black women to go directly into IT sales. So those lucky 30 black women are actually right now in the internship camp being employed by getting a stipend for the summer by the women that own and run Sisters in Sales. And the reason those women are in those internships this summer and about to be making incredible amounts of money in tech sales is because instead of them being on the internet worrying about silly shit that y'all are doing in regards to relationships and black males, They're on here finding internships for the summer so that they could get an introduction to making big money for the rest of their lives. That's the shit you're supposed to be doing. That is what I've been talking about forever on my page. But y'all are not interested in that. You're interested in silly shit that Cynthia and all the rest of these people are talking about that make no sense and don't give you any benefit in your own life. Here's a little tip and a little information for next summer, okay? When you want to be prepared or look out for the internships that will be starting in the summer, this is how it works. Most internships start exactly when June starts. The first week of June, they're started. You have to look out and apply for them in early April, end of March of every year. That's how it goes. So if right now you're interested in this for next summer, I just told you about the internship for Sisters in Sales, right? So what you want to do is you want to go on their website, you want to subscribe to their YouTube page, subscribe to their Instagram and whatever other social media they have. And then you want to do a Google search for their internship program so you can learn everything about it, and you could keep looking out for, if they don't tell you off the bat, when it will start up again next year, so that you are ready by next year come March and April when all those applications open up again. And then you know what else you do? Do a Google search for all IT companies that you're interested in that do internships in the summer. Do it for everything you like: coding, UX design, what is the other thing I used to do? Tech writing, whatever. Look for all that type of stuff because it comes out and it opens up around end of March, beginning of April, because they need those few months to accept all the applications, look through, check backgrounds, reach out to people, get additional information, start to process you, so that by time June runs around, they're letting you know end of May, you've been accepted, you've been denied, this is the reason. Always ask the reason why, okay? And then go from there. And then you use what they tell you to improve your application and your personal sales pitch of yourself for the next year. That's the shit y'all should be doing on YouTube. Not listening to Cynthia, Shira, and the rest of these women on here telling you the same ridiculous, tired shit about black males. Black women, if y'all don't learn that shit is about money and the money you make and the education you have to always be able to make money, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with y'all, because there are no men out here like that that got money in the first place to take care of you, and secondly, they're not checking for you like that, period. They're really not. So that's all I had to say about all this. I'll give you one more hint, right? Y'all know how I'm trying to think of what's the name of that organization. Yeah, it is it's even though be mindful that they're having a lot of internal issues, but what's the one that was doing the Marcus people? Goddamn. Come on, Steph. What is their actual name? Marcus is also hold on. What is, you know, the company that was doing the grants for, like, what is it? What is the name of that company? It's right here in my city too, and I'm forgetting it right now. Oh God, come on, brain work. The mother company for Mark. Let me go find it. The mother company for Marcus. Goldman Sachs. Sorry, y'all. Goldman Sachs, right? Just know this, because see, they're here with me in New York City, one of their main headquarters. So do you know that they have an internship program for you if you want to be an attorney, if you want to go into investment? You have to go onto their website. I did a video about this on the last channel. All right, it's too late now because it's June. But what you want to do is go on that website, find all their internship programs, find the application starts and deadlines. Those people will fly you to New York City for all over the country and even internationally if they choose you. And you will get an internship with them that's paid by a stipend, right? You'll get firsthand experience, and you will also have a job to start working with them and other big, powerful goddamn investment firms like them. Another one is BlackRock here in New York City. That is one of the biggest fucking hedge firms. They make money, okay? This is the type of shit you should be learning on YouTube, on the internet, not the dumb shit about the relationships and the guys. I don't know how many times I have to say that, and I really hope it would sink in with y'all. Men are not going to save you. Money and education are your fucking messiah. Learn that, and you ain't got to ever worry about asking your mother for shit. Believe me when I tell you that. Then after you do that, you start learning how to invest. And I mean invest hard for the long run. I don't know if any of y'all who are watching this video today saw a video I did a few days ago, but let me tell you something about investment. When you invest for the long term, the long haul, right? When you invest, you ain't thinking about that money. You ain't thinking about that money till 10, 20, 30 years from now. I have been doing that shit since I was about 30 something, because before that, almost 40, because before that I didn't even know nothing about investment. I was real green to investment. People that were around me didn't really know stuff like that. They didn't talk about it. I didn't really pay attention when I heard other people I work with talk about it, because it was foreign to me and it was intimidating, so I never indulged in it. Eventually when I started to do it, because one of my girlfriends actually was like, it's easy, Steph, look, you do this, you do that, and da-da-da. Okay, I got into it. I got hooked. When I lost my job, I was able to just ride out the fucking COVID thing and just like be able to live without worrying about bills, worrying about food. I took vacations and everything off of that money that I had saved. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. That is available to every black woman. As long and as soon as you stop putting men as a priority, relationships as a priority, worrying about getting married, having children, being loved by some fucking useless dude, and you put yourself first. You put being a black woman first and put yourself in a position of I must do everything for this person right here. Like, step outside yourself and I need to do everything I need to do for this person right here. I got to make sure they got enough money. They need this, they need that. That's what you need to be doing in life. And when you do that, they could raise childcare to the cost is a trip to the fucking moon. It wouldn't matter anything to you, because your life would be so tight, so organized, so managed that they could do nothing to disrupt your damn system. That's how you young women need to be out here being. Because believe me when I tell you, that is how we had to be back in the past, because nobody was trying to give us shit. Nothing. So we had to work hard for everything. And we did, and we appreciated shit. And that's why the majority of us to this day, 50, 60, 7-year-old women, we live good. We can rest easy. Because we worked hard as a motherfucker in 20s, 30s, and 40s. That's all I can tell you. Have a great day. Try not to take the shit too personally. Take it as an actual learning lesson and catch the jewels that I dropped in this video. Bye, black women.